7 signs of high IQ people. You know what's crazy? Einstein failed math, right? Wrong. That's a myth. But here's what's true. He exhibited these exact patterns I'm about to show you. And if you recognize even 3 of these signs in yourself, you might be way smarter than you think. Number 4. Literally gave me chills when I discovered it about myself. Stay till the end, because number 7 is going to flip everything you thought you knew about intelligence. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. You overthink absolutely everything. And I'm not talking about worrying, I'm talking about analyzing. Your brain doesn't just accept information, it dissects it, questions it, plays with it. Someone says, "Good morning," and you're thinking, was that genuine? Why did they emphasize the word good? Are they being sarcastic? Here's why this matters. Research from King's College London found that people with higher IQs have more active minds, even at rest. Your brain literally can't help but process multiple layers of meaning. The gift? You catch details others miss. You see patterns. You predict outcomes. The curse? You're exhausted by 3 p.m. because your brain's been running marathons while everyone else is taking a casual stroll. If you've ever been told, you think too much? Congratulations. That's sign number 1. Sign number 2. Small talk feels like torture. How's the weather? Cool, it's wet. Can we talk about why humans create meaning in a seemingly meaningless universe now? If you'd rather discuss philosophy, science, future technology, or the nature of consciousness over celebrity gossip or sports scores, your brain is wired differently. Studies show that highly intelligent people derive more satisfaction from meaningful conversations because their brains crave complexity. Simple exchanges don't activate enough neural pathways. It's literally unstimulating for you. You're not antisocial. You're not rude. You're just operating at a different frequency. And here's the kicker. This often makes you feel lonely. Because finding someone who wants to dive deep instead of skimming the surface? That's rare. But when you do find those people, magic happens. Those are your people. Hold on to them. Sign number 3. You adapt faster than most. New software at work? You've mastered it while others are still reading the tutorial. Traveling to a new country? You pick up the cultural norms within days. True intelligence isn't about memorizing facts. It's about cognitive flexibility. It's the ability to take what you know and apply it to what you don't know yet. Research from the University of Michigan shows that people with higher fluid intelligence excel at recognizing patterns and solving novel problems without prior experience. Think about it. Life doesn't come with an instruction manual. The people who thrive aren't the ones with all the answers. They're the ones who can figure it out on the fly. If you've ever been thrown into chaos and thought, all right, let me figure this out, instead of panicking, that's high IQ behavior right there. Sign number 4, and this one hit me hard. You question everything, including yourself. You don't accept, because that's how it's always been done, as a valid reason. You poke holes in your own arguments. Here's what's fascinating. The Dunning-Kruger effect shows that less intelligent people overestimate their knowledge, while highly intelligent people underestimate theirs. You know enough to know how much you don't know. You're self-aware to a fault. You second-guess your decisions. You wonder if you're good enough, smart enough, doing enough. And while everyone's calling this imposter syndrome, it's actually a sign of metacognition. Thinking about your own thinking. That's an advanced sign number 5. Solitude isn't loneliness for you. It's fuel. After social interactions, you need time alone to process, reflect, and recharge. Because your brain has been working overtime. Intelligent people often have more active default mode networks, the part of your brain that activates during rest and introspection. You're not just sitting there, you're synthesizing information, making connections, creating mental frameworks. Plus, when you're constantly exposed to others' opinions and energy, it clouds your own thinking. Alone time gives you clarity. If Friday night alone with a book, a documentary, or just your own thoughts sounds better than a crowded party, you're in good company. Some of the greatest minds in history, Newton, Einstein, Tesla, were known for their need for solitude. Your alone time isn't isolation, it's recalibration. Sign number 6 might surprise you. You have a dark, sarcastic, or dry sense of humor. You make jokes that fly over most people's heads. You appreciate wit over slapstick. Your humor has layers, sometimes 3 or 4 deep. Research from the University of Vienna found that people who appreciate dark humor score higher on verbal and nonverbal intelligence tests. Why? Because understanding complex humor requires abstract thinking, emotional regulation, and the ability to hold conflicting ideas simultaneously. When you laugh at something dark, you're not being morbid. You're processing reality through a sophisticated cognitive lens. You see the absurdity in life's contradictions. If your jokes sometimes land with silence followed by, wait, was that a joke? Yeah, you're probably smarter than the room. They'll catch up eventually, or they won't. Either way, you thought it was funny. And here's sign number 7, the big one. You naturally connect ideas that seem completely unrelated. You're reading about ancient Rome and suddenly you understand modern political structures. You watch a nature documentary, and it gives you insight into human behavior. You see patterns everywhere. This is called associative thinking, and it's the hallmark of creative genius. Steve Jobs famously said, "Innovation happens at the intersection of different fields." Your brain lives at those intersections. This is why highly intelligent people often seem scattered or jump between topics. You're not unfocused. You're making connections at light speed while everyone else is still processing step 1. If people ever say, "How did you get there from that?" that's your superpower showing. So how many did you relate to? Drop a number in the comments. I'm genuinely curious, and here's the truth. Intelligence isn't about being better than anyone. It's about understanding how your brain works and using it to create, contribute, and connect. If you resonated with these signs, you're not weird. You're not broken. You're just wired to see the world in higher definition. If this video made you think differently about yourself, smash that like button and subscribe because we're diving deep into psychology, self-discovery, and what makes us tick. I'll see you in the next one. Keep questioning.